Thank you very much,
Thanks,
Caan. Thank you.
He dropped out of school at 16 and had no qualifications, but after a lot of hard work, James Caan managed to build a business with a turnover of more than £130 million.
Amazing, isn't it? And thanks to Dragon's Den, the entrepreneur has become a household name and has backed new inventions like treadmills for dogs and gold-plated iPods.
Well, James has written a book about his remarkable story, and he's here. Good morning,
Good morning,
James.
James.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
Morning.
First, before we get stuck into you, let's take a look at you negotiating the deal for one invention which actually has proved to be particularly fruitful.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Let's have a look.
I think our objective is very simple, Andy. We want to make you a very successful entrepreneur.
It's a powerful pincer movement, and Andrew is clearly feeling the pressure.
You're going to be able to roll this out globally without too much difficulty.
I mean, the first thing I would do is I would go straight back to the client that we have who's taken the chalk box. They're in 80 countries.
In 80 countries. Okay.
We've no problem rolling it out globally, no problem distributing it, no problem manufacturing it.
Okay, I shall take you up on that offer.
That's just, that was the wrap strap, wasn't it?
Absolutely,
An incredible piece of kit which ties
It's just so
things
simple,
together.
isn't it? I mean,
And you put in £75,000.
Yeah.
And they've just signed a deal for £36 million. Is that right?
what can I say? Another
You
success.
tell me how to do it. I'd like to know how you do that. It's fantastic.
No, I tell you what, I think he's a tremendous guy. I mean, you know, as an inventor, I just love the things that are just so easy and so simple. When I was sitting there, I thought, you know what, I get this, because you've got cable tie, which literally sells billions a year, and this guy's got something that actually is more effective, it's simple, it's easy, and you can use it 4 times more.
Do you know what, James, though? I was watching the programme and I think I remember Theo taking the wrap strap and, as he does, breaking it.
Yeah.
Breaking it and thinking, so
He's
what
like a
interests
child.
me, what interests me is why you would go for it and Theo, who's also multimillionaire, doing quite well for himself, thank you, would not.
I think, you know, when Theo did that, I thought, you know, actually, when you're looking at the concept of the wrap strap, you don't need something that can hold a person up. You know, when you're tying cables or bushes or things like that, I think sometimes you can get too carried away because, OK, let's say the cable tie does have this huge amount of strength to it, but it's not relevant in every issue.
And just as well you don't all go for the same thing, let's face
Absolutely
it.
right.
Let's take you back, though, to your beginnings. I mean, I suppose, in a sense, you find that people who do really, really well in business sometimes come from very sort of humble roots and no qualifications. Is it because you have nothing to lose when you start, or what?
I think I would look at it the other way around. I think we have everything to gain. You know, we're starting with absolutely a blank piece of paper. And I think that sheer determination and that desire to want to achieve something or be somebody...
What was your first business? How did you start?
Actually, my first business, I backed a very attractive girl that I met who wanted to be a fashion designer. And one of those classic lines, I said, you know what, I think you're absolutely amazing. I'd love to back you. And I backed her to build a fashion brand called the House of Aisha. And within a year of the business taking off, I proposed and married the lady.
Oh, that's a lovely story.
There's a film.
And she's been my wife for the last 26 years. So.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah, very. Where did you get the money to start with, though?
Oh, that was an amazing story, really, because I was literally 20 years of age and met this very attractive girl and thought, I think she really is very talented. And I think right from the beginning, the one thing I think I had was an ability to spot talent. And I didn't have any money, but I thought it would be the right thing to say, I'd love to make you successful. And I went along to the bank and said, look, can I borrow some money? And they say, do you own a house? No. Do you have any security? No. And literally, as I was leaving the branch, I saw on the counter this application form that said, if you apply for this gold credit card, in those days, you got a £10,000 overdraft facility. Yeah. So I thought, I can't believe this. They've said no to me, and yet you can have this card with 10,000. So I filled out the form, applied for the card, and lo and behold, within 2 weeks, I got this gold credit card with £10,000 overdraft, which was with Lloyd's. I then rang Barclays. I said, "You don't have one of those cards, do you?" And they said, "Yeah, we've got one."
You're just borrowing from banks.
literally.
And she didn't know anything about this. There's a picture up there that you had with the family.
So that was it.
Taking a year or two ago, that picture.
Just a few, that's right.
Yeah.
That was without the beard.
Yeah, and then just went on from strength to strength. Of course, the Dragon's Den has bigged up your profile with most people, although you were very well known in the business world before that. And presumably it's something you very much enjoy.
Oh, I love it. I think it's one of the best experiences I've ever had. It's been so much fun. I mean, the people you meet and the opportunities that are presented to you, I think, are just fantastic. I mean, you just have to look at the Rap Strap as an example of, investing £75,000.
Well, you have to tell you about somebody who came onto the show a little earlier this week, actually. Natalie, can we just show the clip? We've got time. Let's have a look.
One that got away.
I'm going to ask you for £120,000 in exchange for 15% of my Road Refresher non-spill water bowl. This may look like any other water bowl, but right now it's full of water. You could put it in your car, caravan, boat. You could go over speed bumps. You could slam the brakes on. You could kick it across the floor, and you wouldn't spill a drop.
Natalie, shall I tell you where I am? Have you heard that expression, America is the graveyard of UK businesses?
No.
Remember the phrase. I definitely get the product. I understand the product. But to me, it seems like a lifestyle business rather than an investable business. And for that reason, I'm out. But good luck.
Thank you.
And she's done all right.
She's done amazingly well.
She has cracked America.
But, Caan, did you get the product?
I got the product. You know what happened, James. I turned it over upside down, the water came out. You know very well. But anyway, you're doing all right for yourself. Just before you go, just wanted to, because there's a big chunk of your life that you now dedicate to other things. Muzaffarabad, after the Pakistan earthquake, you went there and saw the effects there, and you're putting quite a lot of your money back there, aren't you?
I've just actually, at the time, I built 64 houses, actually in the earthquake region, where in the mountains where the government couldn't get there. And since then, I've set up the James Caan Foundation, where we've now built our own school and are educating 400 children, deprived children, who have no means of education, and we're funding that entire project exclusively through the foundation. So, some amazing stuff going on.
And with your sort of massive fortune and business interests, are you global monetary crisis proof?
To be honest, I don't think we all are. I mean, this crisis, I really think, is quite a severe issue, and I think everybody, doesn't matter how successful or wealthy you are, I think the key moment at this stage, I think we have to be very cautious with how we manage our funds. Very cautious.
OK. James, pleasure to see you as ever.
Great to be here. Thank you very much.
And James' book, The Real Deal, is published on September the 18th. Which is... Hang on a second, what's today?
Today.
It's today, it's published today. Why do we say September the 18th?
Because we never really know where we are, or who we are, or what time it is, or anything like that.
Honestly, we say date several times a day, and I never take it in.
No.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
18th.
Out today. Now, the competition for viewers on Saturday nights gets fiercer every year.